Hello, I'm Dr. Heather Johnstone, Director of Initiate, our innovation programme at Enlit Europe. And I'm delighted to be joined by Macarena Morgaz Rodriguez, Head of Innovation Partner Flexibility and New Business Opportunities at Enel, for a fireside chat about Enel's exciting flexibility laboratory project. Hello, Macarena, lovely to see you.
Hello, Heather. Nice to meet you too.
So Enel Grids is celebrating the first anniversary of its flexibility lab on Tuesday, 29th November at Enlit Europe in Frankfurt. Can you briefly introduce this initiative and explain why Enel Grids took the decision to launch it?
Okay, of course. Heather, Enel Grid is strongly committed with the energy transition driven by decarbonization and electrification. So for that purpose, Enel Grid has adopted an industrial approach, global and customer-oriented, called Grid for Durability. One of the three pillars of grid for durability, joined together resilience and sustainability, is participation. Because we have to take into consideration that in the upcoming future, DZOs will manage a system composed of customers that evolve in prosumer, electricity generators, but in this occasion connected to distribution grid, aggregator, e-mobility. So in this scenario, it's mandatory to talk with the stakeholders. So what is Flexibility Lab? Is one of the proposal of Enel Grid to talk in a participatory way with our stakeholders, in this case, related to discuss about innovation and technology related to flexibility.
Wonderful. And could you maybe go into a bit more detail about the Enel Flexibility Lab, you know, what it consists of and how it actually works?
First of all, I would like to highlight that currently more than 50 stakeholders joint initiatives since the start in May 2021. DCOs, TCOs, flexibility service providers, aggregators, manufacturers, solution providers, university research centers, all of them respond to an agreed call to pave the way together toward flexibility. So when Flexibility Lab was born, Enel Grids made available physical location to test flexibility service in a real world operating environment, always ensuring technological neutrality. But during this 2022, we took a step forward and we launched 3 different working groups to provide a safe space to discuss about innovation and technology. The working group 1 addresses observability and controllability, capabilities that we presume for a grid to be operated in a flexible way. Working group 2 is focused on market platforms and those platforms that will manage distributed energy resources, terms. And working group 3 deals with e-mobility topics. But a specific goal was set during this initial phase. Working group 1 reflects about what would be the added value of distributed data and also about pros and cons of dual controllability model, the one on DZOs versus behind the meter one. The working group 2, it tried identify which are the key functionalities and interfaces for those, and also identify which could be the guidelines to bring transparency to market platforms. And related to working group 3, working group 3 explores how smart grid, smart charging, and B2G could become effectively a flexibility service provider.
Wonderful, thank you very much. That was really comprehensive. So, so what can our Enlit Europe visitors expect to experience at the special Enlit Flexibility Lab event, which is taking place on the 29th of November?
So Heather, first of all, I would like to invite Enlit visitors to join us, as you mentioned, on November 29th at 3:30 p.m. at the Initiative Theater in the Submit area. And during an hour and a half workshop, Enel as promoter, but accompanied by our collaborators, April and the Italian RSE, and also by other of our stakeholder, we will present in detail what Flexibility Lab is. The preliminary results of the working group will be unveiled, but we are celebrating. This is our first birthday, so we will be delighted to celebrate during a small reception at the end of the workshop with the attendees. So please join us.
Wonderful. Sounds really exciting. So Macarena, thank you for joining me and introducing Enel Grid's Flexibility Lab. You've really given us a genuine flavour of this important project. And let me echo your invitation, and I strongly encourage everyone viewing this fireside chat to come along to this special Enel Flexibility Lab event. You'll certainly learn a lot more about this significant initiative. Thank you, Macarena.
Thank you, Heather. What's a pleasure to me.